7 years. That's how long I've been gone. Long enough for memories to blur into rumors, for voices to quiet into silence. I became something half alive, half forgotten. But tonight I came back. The ballroom shimmered in gold, a palace of glass, ego and excess. The elite clinked their glasses to their own reflections, while a quartet pretended the world outside wasn't decaying. I stood among them, steady and unseen, dressed in black. The invitation hadn't carried a name, only a symbol, mine. Then I saw her, a waitress, late 20s, eyes I knew too well. Her hands trembled as the tray shook. "Excuse me," she murmured. "You look familiar." I turned slowly. Our eyes locked. My daughter. Her name nearly slipped out, but I caught it. Names have weight. And she lost hers the night. She chose her mother's side. I gave her a faint smile. "Do I?" She searched my face like she was digging through ashes for something still alive. And for an instant, I saw it, the guilt flicker. Then her mother appeared across the room. Still beautiful. Still poised in disguise as grace. My ex-wife. Her laughter cut through the music. Sharp, metallic. She hadn't noticed me yet. But she would. And when she did, the empire of lies she built would crumble, just like she once broke me. I can still hear that night. Our daughter's wedding. The moment her hand met my face, the music died. 200 guests. 200 witnesses. My wife screaming betrayal I never committed. My daughter clutching her mother's arm, nodding through tears that weren't real. That slap wasn't fury, it was calculation. Not anger, but execution. I walked out that night stripped of everything. My home, my name, my dignity. She took it all, except the truth. 7 years later, I own the company funding this very event. I become everything she claimed I'd never be. Wealthy, powerful, untouchable. But I didn't come back for vengeance. Not at first. I told myself I came for closure. Then I saw my daughter again, serving drinks to the same crowd who once cheered my downfall. Something shifted inside me. Regret? No. Regret belongs to the innocent. It was recognition. She had fallen, and her mother hadn't lifted a hand to stop it. The universe has a cruel way of balancing its debts. I watched them from a distance, the woman who ruined me and the girl who helped her do it. My ex-wife had aged beautifully. Money and vanity had softened the years, but her eyes still hunted for weakness. Around us, whispers spread. Her company failing, lovers gone, her name slipping from the headlines. What she didn't know was that the investor quietly keeping her business alive these last 2 years was me. Every loan, every signature, every silent lifeline led to this night. This wasn't a reunion. It was Judgment Day, written in contracts instead of blood. My daughter passed by again, her gaze lingering a heartbeat too long. Something in her cracked, a recognition clawing to the surface. She spilled a drink when the old lawyer approached me, the same man who once helped him destroy me. His face went pale when I greeted him by name. I didn't have to say a word. Fear speaks its own language. By midnight, every secret, every hidden betrayal, every falsified paper I'd uncovered was set in motion. All that was left was to let her see what she'd built her life on, rot. The music stopped. A projector lit up behind the stage. Her company's logo. Then the next slide, an announcement. Effective immediately, all assets of RE Holdings are acquired by Aiden Enterprises. My name, the one she erased, the one she thought dead. The room froze. Cameras clicked. Gasps filled the air. She turned and saw me. For the first time, she couldn't speak. Her lips trembled around my name. Aiden! I walked toward her, slow, steady, like a ghost reclaiming what was his. You always said I was nothing without you. I murmured. She shook her head, voice breaking. You can't. I already did. Her knees gave out. She dropped into a chair, mascara bleeding like ink. My daughter stood at the edge of the stage, tears falling, not for me, but for the ruins of her mother's illusion. I walked to her. She didn't move, didn't breathe, just whispered, "Dad, 7 years too late." I handed her an envelope. Inside, property deeds, company shares, and a note with 2 words. Start over. Her mother screamed my name, but I didn't turn back. I already stopped, I said quietly. That's enough. The silence that followed was heavier than any revenge could ever be. Outside, the night air was cold and clean. 7 years ago, I walked away with nothing but shame. Tonight, I walked away again, by choice. Power doesn't come from revenge. It comes from being untouchable. I glanced back once through the glass doors. She was on her knees, my daughter beside her, holding the letter. They weren't crying for me. They were crying because they finally saw who I'd become, and who they never would be again. I left quietly. No goodbyes. No forgiveness. Just peace. The kind you earn only when you stop bleeding for those who cut you.